Right, all of you. So today we are going to work with Power BI related scenarios. Here, the environment we are going to work is Power BI environment. What is this tool? Data analysis and visualization tool. Basically, it is used to analyze the data and create visualizations. So now coming to next scenario. Data analyst position, basically. In this, what happens, we are going to work with different databases and different types of data analysis scenarios. And even we are going to work with the different types of Can you hear me, Ravi? Rajeshwari, can you hear me?
Yes, Suresh. Yes.
Rajeshwari Chalamala said, I think you attended my demo previously, right?
Yes, I thought to continue, but you have not continued the class, right? So I just wanted this morning section class. That is why I was waiting for your class.
Shifted to evening that time, right?
Evening, I'm not feasible for the evening because those are my office hours. So I have not attended. Will you continue this section, right? This is the feasible for me.
This is the time, regular time now.
Okay, you will continue, right? Because last time I was waiting for your class section.
But we started in the evening, not morning. Almost that training is ending this week. That is going to finish.
Okay, this section you will continue, right? Morning 7 o'clock.
This session, yeah, this session will be continued.
Okay. Then on regular basis, right? Regularly you will continue.
We started class means that will be regular only, no doubt. Okay.
Because class.
Yeah, hi Suresh, I can hear you. Sorry. Hi Suresh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, I had some issue with my microphone.
That's why I request you to check your audio. Okay. Right.
Okay, Suresh. Then.
So coming to next scenario. So data analyst position. It is purely, data analyst position. So coming to next scenario. You're learning some course means different scenarios. What is the purpose? I mean, purpose in the sense what we are going to do with that tool and any prerequisites there for that tool, right? What about software installations and material? So these are the common scenarios when we are attending any training. So coming to material, we are giving you recording sessions. Everyday class will be recorded. Now also it is recording. So that's clear. Material, if it is classroom training, we will give you running notes, but this is not classroom training. Online training. That's why we cannot give you running notes. So we are giving you recording sessions. In the same way, we will provide you we will provide you interview questions also. So this will be provided. And coming to next scenario, now coming to next scenario, software installations. I have some scenarios here. Because software means not only Power BI. Along with Power BI, we also need SQL Server software. So SQL Server software installation and Power BI software installation, we will take care. Don't worry about that. Right, Andy? You don't worry about that. Coming to next scenario now. Prerequisites of the purpose already I discussed. Data analyst position, data analysis and visualization, report creation. That is the purpose of Power BI tool. Prerequisites, SQL Server queries knowledge and data warehouse concepts also. So some people say that if you know basics of the SQL, that is enough. But I don't think so. Right. Basics of the SQL not enough for learning this course. Better to get complete knowledge of the SQL queries. Why it is mandatory, that also I'll explain today only. Don't worry about that. So now coming to next step. Here nowadays we know like some concept is there in the market, data science. So some people ask me, sir, this is data analyst position, is it related to data science? Yeah. Why? Because data analyst is part of data science only. Because in data science, generally what happens, artificial intelligence related scenarios, programming, like especially, Python programming, R language. So this type of scenarios will be there. So that is mainstream. Along with that, in data science only, analyzing data, creating visualizations, creating dashboards, these are all will be there, and scorecards creation. Decision making purpose. So these are all will be there. For that, we are going to work with the data analyst. So it is also part of data science only, but it is completely different. Moreover, I can say it is somewhat, non-technical part. Non-technical means without any code. Because in Power BI, there is no coding, but the prerequisite for the Power BI SQL queries part. If you know SQL queries part, then you can work with Power BI projects. If you don't know SQL queries part, you cannot work with the Power BI project, no doubt. Right? And so coming to next scenario, whenever you are going to start working with the Power BI or any data analysis tool, report creation tool, You have to start with the database, then data warehouse, then about your tool. See now, why we need to discuss about databases? Because you are not going to work with the database, right? You are not database developer. You are Power BI developer. Then why we need to discuss about databases? These are the common questions I get from the participants because they are new to this environment. Generally, some doubts will be there, some confusion will be there, so that they will ask, right? So I clear all these scenarios today. Now, for example, you are working with some client. Project means client will be there, right? And you are working with some client. Your client maintains some data, customers data, products data, sales data, employees data. For example, you take e-cart site, Amazon. So we can expect different types of data from Amazon, right? So they are going to maintain products data, customers data, employees data, sales data. Different scenarios will be there. So where they are going to store that data, that they are going to store in the database. So we call it as their data source. And this is OLTP environment. OLTP stands for online transaction process. But it is online transaction process. For example, you open some account. So you want to take some account in Amazon. What you do, tell me? You're going to fill the form. Then your account will be opened in Amazon website or e-cart, whatever it. Then you can log into that and you can purchase, right? That means you are providing your information to Amazon website. So where that information is going to store, where you are going to provide this information, where you are going to open your account in Amazon, in the application. Amazon application, Amazon.in. I'm talking about India. Right. Amazon.in. What happens there? So some website will be open, that is application. You have mobile app also for the same purpose, right? From Amazon. Whatever you're using website or you're using mobile app, whatever it, ultimately your data is going to store in Amazon database. So then what happens, sometimes you are going to purchase some scenarios, you're going to buy something. So they're going to deliver, or sometimes they're not going to deliver, you're going for some complaints. In the same way, sometimes you're going to change your phone number, your mobile, your email, your address changes. Some changes also going to happen. Sometimes you'll add a new address. So you're aware of Amazon, all of you, I think, right? So why I'm discussing these points, there is some strong reason. In the beginning, you are going to insert data into Amazon database. After that, you are doing these operations, means your data is going to modify in the database, Amazon database. Am I right or not?
Yes.
So where it is happening, these modifications or everything is happening inside the database of the Amazon people. Right? Clear? So these databases are known as OLTP databases, online transaction process. And these databases are volatile databases. Volatile means anytime you can connect it to database and you can modify data. That is the meaning of volatile. Because of that reason only, I have taken example of Amazon and we discussed every point very clearly. I hope you got it, right? And if you have any questions, you can unmute and talk to me, no problem. So coming to next scenario. Now, what is our tool? Our tool is data warehouse tool. And Power BI is data warehouse. Data analysis and report creation. Suppose directly you are going to perform your analysis operations on these data sources, you are going to face issues. And I will tell you the reason why we face issues. That reason also I'll tell you now only. This is OLTP environment and volatile environment, right? Okay, now. For example, you started analyzing data in this database and you're going to create report. Meanwhile, some modifications happened in the database. Okay, now. So that report becomes useless because report contains different data. Your actual database contains different data. What is the problem here? Because of current data, it is happening, right? And because it is OLTP environment, it will accept modifications. That's why, okay, fine. So this is mandatory for Amazon people because they have to maintain their data, their production data. So this environment is mandatory for them, no doubt. But still we want to go for data analysis also. For that, we are going to maintain separate environment where we can store historical data. Historical data means what? Without modifications. This is called as a data warehouse database. Basically, data warehouse is OLAP environment. And OLAP means online analytical process. Okay. No? So OLAP environment, online analytical process environment is non-volatile. Non-volatile. That means no modifications. Suppose you copied data from your source to data warehouse environment. After that, you cannot modify data in data warehouse. You cannot. The reason is it is non-volatile environment. So you are not modifying data. That means it contains historical data only. No doubt at all. That's why we need separate environment, data warehouse environment to perform data analysis and report creation. Now, what is the major difference between database and data warehouse? Tell me, anybody, please. Right then.
It's volatile, non-volatile.
Right, that's correct. So, OLTP is volatile, OLAP non-volatile. That is the major difference. So now coming to next scenario. What is the relation between Power BI and data warehouse? I mean, how Power BI is data warehouse tool, right? See, now the thing is Power BI environment. What type of operations we are going to perform? That we have to maintain clarity, right? Suppose this is your Power BI and we are going to work with the copy data in the same way, transform data, same way, DAX data, and visualization creation. So these operations we are doing here. Okay. No? Let's go with copy data. For example, we have some table here in the source. Why I'm talking about the tables? Because in tables, I mean, in RDBMS databases, data stores in the form of tables only. Even in Power BI also, data stores in the form of tables only, right? And copy data. For example, you have some table in the source like this, right? And table name is products. You copied same table. Of course, it contains 10 rows data. So same table you copied from source to Power BI. In this scenario, are you making any changes? No, not at all. Whatever the table and data existing, that same scenario you are going to copy from your source to your Power BI. But nothing is going to modify. Right? In the same transformation. For example, you're copying data from source to Power BI. Product table. Okay, fine. Different columns there in the product table, but we have sales amount column also. Okay, na? Right. And now you are going to copy table from source to Power BI, but there is some requirement. Suppose sales amount is greater than 3,000, then only copy it. Otherwise, don't copy. Okay. Sales amount greater than 3,000, then only copy. Otherwise, don't copy. Okay, fine. You write condition. You just copy required data from source to Power BI. What is the condition you are writing? Sales amount greater than 3,000. Is it going to modify anything? No. It is not modifying anything only. Just you are writing condition, so condition satisfied data will be copied. That's all. This is known as transformation. Transformations are used to bring data into required format. You can go for any type of conditions, filters, different scenarios, but still nothing is going to modify. In the same way, DAX, data analysis expressions. DAX formula language. Okay. And why we are using DAX means calculations purpose, conversions purpose. So that's fine, and why we do calculations? For example, we copied data from source to Power BI. You are going to create some report, and in that report we need annual sales amount. Okay, no? But you copied only monthly sales amount column from source to Power BI. But you copied only monthly sales amount. But you need annual sales amount to create report. What to do? You go for sales amount into some calculation so that you can create visualization. I mean report. Is it modifying anything in the database in Power BI? No. Nothing is going to modify. After that, you are going to create visualization. See your important point, and copy data, transform data, DAX data. Okay. They are not going to modify anything in the, in Power BI environment. They're only for bring data into required format. Because you are doing analysis, you are creating report, means certain requirements will be there, right? That is the scenario. So this is completely non-volatile environment and data warehouse environment only, no doubt. And if you want to work with some scenarios here, especially, copy data, transform data, visualizations. So if you want to work with these concepts, SQL queries. SQL queries knowledge is very important. Okay, so we are going to discuss SQL queries also. If you want, you can attend complete SQL Server training. That will be, that is going to start from today evening 7 o'clock India time. New batch. If you ask training team, they will give you a link. Okay. Now, coming to next scenario, prerequisites, we have clarity. What we are doing, we have clarity. Complete subject we are going to discuss. Along with that, I'm going to give you some process Of course, we also call it as project only, because you have to learn some process, real-time process. I'm not saying real-time project. Process purpose, I'm going to give you some project here. You have to practice. That I'm not going to show in the class. That is for your practice purpose. You have to practice. When practice project also I'm only going to do, then what you are going to learn. Right? So these are the things we have. And coming to next scenario, installations to configurations to databases, so I'll take care. Okay. So next we have to discuss some more scenarios from introduction only, but that I want to discuss tomorrow, not today. Now tell me if you have any questions related to this training, please. Anybody, any questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Any questions, please?
So Suresh, so basically, can you just quickly share the course content for this course?
Maybe actually we uploaded course content in DURGASOFT website. Please, you can download it from there. Okay, na?
Okay.
Right. And
Okay. Yeah. And this course is for how long? Like, what is the duration of the course? Like, and it will be Monday
it
to
takes
Friday,
around
right?
5 weeks. 5 weeks, Monday to Friday. 5
Okay.
weeks.
And any other timing these courses are being run? Like, I guess evening 7 to 8, right? Or 6 to 7?
Power BI class, as per Indian timings, morning 7 to 8. SQL server class, evening 7 to 8. Okay, na?
But there's one more. I guess I saw there was one more Power BI class in the evening as well. So just trying to confirm the timing for that.
That is different trainer, not from me.
Well, okay, not for you. Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, basically, Suresh, so I'm from a QA background. Okay, I basically am looking for like, I'm not looking for basically doing specific development in Power BI, but my idea is to basically understand the different components of Power BI, and if we have to use Power BI in terms of basically from a QA point of view, right? I'm only
Okay.
looking from that area.
But this is complete development training.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah,
You
I
will
have
discuss.
background into I have background from SQL as well, so yeah, that's fine. But yeah, just I'm trying to let you know that my expectation is more from a like to look it from a QA background than from a development background.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Right. Any questions, please?
So, Suresh, since the like I'm not sure, like since the attendance is low, right? So, are you going to continue from tomorrow, or what's the plan for now?
Continuation only. Batch started today.
Okay, Bastion. Okay, fine, good. Thank you.
Hi Suresh, one question about the software, for Power BI and SQL. How can we install the software? Is it free of cost?
Yeah, free trial is available. I will help you. Okay, no?
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Right. Anybody, any questions, please? Okay. See you tomorrow then. Tomorrow regular class will start.